Thank you so much for joining me today for this quick class. We're going to go ahead and get started straight away in a tabletop. It's taking the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. We're going to take a little inhale, breathing in deeply, lifting the chest and the tailbone. And as we exhale, we're going to curl the chest and the tailbone under, finding a little bit of cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, curling everything under. This time as we inhale, we're going to take the chest forwards and up into our upward facing dog. And as we exhale, we're going to come back into that cat pose. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, curling the back, tucking the chin and the tailbone. One more time. Inhaling, drawing the chest forwards and up. Exhaling, curling the back, curling the chin and the tailbone under. Coming back to a place of stillness. So taking the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. We're going to tuck the toes behind. Breathing in, we're going to lift the knees, finding our stability, squeezing the abs. From here, we're going to take the weight over into the left hand and the chest turns to the right. We're going to kick the left foot through, returning the hand to the floor and taking the weight over into the right hand. The left hand lifts and the right foot kicks through. Taking that one more time on each side. So first lifting the right hand, kicking the left foot through, and then next turning to the left, lifting the left hand, kicking the right foot through. Breathing in, coming back to our tabletop, pressing down through the hands, squeezing the abs, and with an exhale, we're going to lift the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog. Taking a pedal of the legs, if that feels good, drawing a deep inhale in through the nose, filling the belly, taking a little yes and a no of the head. From here, we're going to bend the knees deeply, looking at the space in between the hands. And as we exhale, we're going to step all the way forwards into our forward fold, tucking the chin. From here, we're going to really slowly unravel, lifting up, slowly, slower than you think, coming all the way up to standing, and then taking the shoulders all the way up to the ears and exhaling them down the back, turning the palms to face forwards. With an inhale, we're going to sweep the hands high, reaching upwards, and as we exhale, we're going to fold forwards, bending the knees so that the hands come all the way down to the floor, and stepping back into our plank, pressing down through the hands, breathing in through the nose. As we exhale, we're going to lower, maybe all the way, maybe halfway. Inhaling, lifting the chest back in our upward facing dog. And as we exhale, we're taking the hips all the way back and up into our downward facing dog, drawing in a deep inhale. We're going to lift the right foot, squeezing the glute to take it as high as it'll go. And as we exhale, we're going to roll the shoulders forwards over the wrists. So we're in like a three-legged plank, right? Breathing in, pressing down through the hands, taking the weight over into the left hand, coming onto the outside of the left foot. We're going to rest the right foot down, lifting the right hand, squeezing the abs to lift the hips as high as they'll go. Breathing in here, rolling that right shoulder back, taking one more deep inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to lower the right hand down behind us, coming down into our up plank, extending the legs long and pressing down into the hands, squeezing the glutes to lift the hips and pressing the chest forwards and up. We can keep the head lifted or allowing it to come back to a place that's relatively comfortable. One more deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to drop the hips down. I'm going to shuffle back onto my mat and taking the right foot in towards the body. As we inhale, we're going to reach the hands high, and as we exhale, we're going to take the right hand forwards and behind the right knee. Breathing in, lifting the chest, and as we exhale, folding forwards, tucking the chin, allowing for a little bit of a release through the shoulders. Taking one really deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to release the hands, taking the hands behind with the palms facing forwards and drawing the feet in towards the glutes. As we inhale, we're going to lift the hips high, taking a little shuffle to get into our upward facing tabletop. Squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips high, breathing in deeply. And with the next inhale, we're going to see about lifting the left foot, maybe crossing it over the right knee, squeezing the glutes to take the hips high, pressing them upwards. With the next exhale, we're going to sink the hips low. Inhaling, squeezing and lifting. Exhaling, lowering the hips down. With the next inhale, we're going to squeeze the hips, keeping them high, squeezing the glutes, pressing upwards. And with the next exhale, coming down to the mat, maybe seeing about extending the right leg long, lifting that foot high. And if we lift the foot high, maybe the left hand comes forward. And if the left hand comes forward, maybe the right, squeezing the abs, squeezing the quads to keep everything lifted. Finally, untucking that left foot, drawing the shoulder blades together, taking one last deep inhale here, and releasing a full exhale. With the next inhale, we're going to slowly lower the back and the feet for 3, 2, 1. And then with a big explosive exhale, we're going to come back up into our Navasana boat pose. Inhaling and lowering, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, coming back up into our boat. One more round as we inhale and lower, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, coming back up, taking the peace fingers around the big toes and starting out by drawing the feet in close, keeping the feet off the floor. We're going to squeeze the glutes and the thighs to keep everything stable. From here, maybe seeing about kicking the feet long, and we're reaching through the heels and drawing the shoulder blades together. Breathing deeply in through the belly, lengthening through the backs of the legs. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, strengthening the back and the legs and the core. Taking one more deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to bend the knees, taking the feet down to the mat, taking the back down too. We're going to take a rock and a roll along the length of the back. I'm on a little bit of an uneven surface here. And eventually we're going to come all the way up, turning back to the front of the mat, taking a deep inhale, reaching the hands high, and exhaling, folding forwards, drawing a deep inhale in, lifting the chest halfway, and as we exhale, planting the hands, stepping back into our plank, breathing in here, and as we exhale, we're going to lower. With the inhale, we're going to lift the chest into our upward facing dog, and as we exhale, we're taking the hips all the way up and back into our downward facing dog, taking a pedal of the legs if that feels good. With the next inhale though, we're going to lift the left foot all the way up behind, squeezing the glutes to take it as high as it'll go. And as we exhale, we're going to take the shoulders forwards over the wrists, and we're back in our three-legged plank, taking the weight over to the right hand and the outer edge of the left foot, of the right foot. We're going to lower the left foot down, reaching the left hand high, squeezing the abs to lift the hips as high as they'll go, breathing in, reaching through that left hand, taking 2 more really deep breaths here, squeezing the core for stability. And then with the next exhale, we're going to take that left hand behind us, coming down towards the floor, turning the chest to face upwards, breathing in, pressing down through the hands, squeezing the glutes, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting the chest, maybe allowing the head to come back if that's comfortable, or maybe keeping it up if that's more comfortable. We're taking 1 more deep breath, lifting, and as we exhale, we're going to come down to the mat, and I'm going to shuffle back over onto my little mat here, taking the left foot in towards the body this time. As we inhale, we're reaching the hands high, and as we exhale, the left arm comes forwards around the left knee, reaching behind, and maybe taking hold of the right hand. As we inhale, we're going to lift the chest, and as we exhale, maybe seeing about folding forwards, tucking the chin, allowing the shoulders to release and relax, breathing deeply in through the nose allowing the shoulders to release and relax, breathing deeply in through the nose. And then with the next inhale, we're going to release the hands, taking them behind and drawing the right foot in close. Here we go. Pressing down into the hands with the fingertips pointing forwards. As we inhale, we're going to lift the hips and taking any little shuffles to get into our upward facing tabletop. Squeezing the glutes, lifting the hips high, rolling the shoulders back, drawing the shoulder blades together. As we inhale, we're going to lift the right foot, maybe taking it over the left knee, breathing in, lifting. And as we exhale, we're going to sink the hips down. Inhaling, pressing the hips up. Exhaling, drawing them back down to the mat. With an inhale, we're going to lift, pressing upwards. And as we exhale, we're sinking down. One last time as we inhale, lifting all the way up, pressing down through the hands. And as we exhale, coming all the way down, maybe seeing about extending that left leg long. Maybe one hand lifts, maybe the other, squeezing the core, squeezing the quads, and then extending that right leg long too, drawing a deep inhale in, drawing the shoulder blades together. One more time. As we inhale, we're going to lower. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling back up into our boat. Inhaling and lowering. 2, 1. Exhaling, coming back up. One more time. As we inhale, we're going to lower. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling, coming back up, and then taking the peace fingers around the big toes, drawing the feet in close to start, finding that point of stability. And then with a big inhale, we're going to see about reaching through the heels, finding a place of relative stillness. It's difficult when you're on an uneven surface. Drawing the shoulder blades together, reaching through the heels, squeezing the abs, finding that big stretch down the backs of the legs, and also a strengthening element in the back and the core. One more, last really deep inhale here. And as we exhale, we're going to draw the feet in close, releasing the toes and coming down onto the back and finding our way down into our final resting pose. And maybe that's with the legs long, maybe it's with the soles of the feet together, closing down the eyes if that feels good. Having a moment of relaxation.